Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers Season 2, Episode 25 of my show, but this is about Episode 23 of Season 2. But before I start talking about this, I just want to mention something very quickly here. So since it's still pretty early in the day while I'm recording this, what I'll do is I'll record this now, but I'll post it later today, just so that there's a brief interlude. Just because of the fact that I don't want to upload it during this time frame. Like, I'll probably upload it after in the evening and stuff before I go to bed. That way it's up. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Anyway, now getting into the actual episode. This is History of Power Rangers Season 2, Episode 20. Five of my show, but this is about episode 24 of my show, but about episode 23 of season 2. And episode 23, oh wait, no, 24, oh, yeah, 25. This is History of Power Rangers, episode 25 of my show, but this is about episode 23 of season 2. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little mixed up numerically because of the whole fact that I did a character file video before I did the video I did previously, so I got a little confused. So, my apologies about that. Anyway, this is History of Power Rangers Season 2, episode 25 of my show, but this is about episode 23 of season 2. Now, episode 23 is part 2 of the 3-part Ninja Encounter episode. Basically, this episode carries over from where the first part left off. So if you guys remember, when I did the video for the first part of this 3-part episode, Goldar had captured the 3 ninjas that were the Rangers' friends and held them captive in a cave to be used by Lord Zedd for their purposes for evil, basically. And then, so this carries over from where this left off, basically. So basically after a little thing where they're trying to figure out what to do, then it goes to where Zedd is with Goldar, and then Goldar is telling Zedd to give him just a little bit more time. Well, actually, first what happens is the Rangers are wondering how they can free their 3 ninja friends from where they are held captive, basically. And then basically what happens is after that, like I said, then it goes to where Zedd is in the palace, and then Goldar is telling Zedd to give him a little bit more time. But then basically Zedd tells them, he's like, time is one thing we do not have. But then Goldar explains to his master that the 3 Rangers have a lot of potential and spunk. And then Zedd tells Goldar that he thinks he could buy, he's like, well, I think I could buy you a little time by giving the Power Rangers something toxic to think about. My Terror Blossom's poison petals will instantly freeze solid anything they touch. Now, I'm going to explain about the Terra Blossom. Now, here's the thing. The reason I didn't do the reason why I tried to hurry up with the first part of this was because, like I said in my previous video, not a lot of monster action comes into play. Well, aside from fighting the putties and stuff, but other than that, Zed doesn't summon a monster down to deal with the Rangers in order to keep them occupied until now. So that's why the first part didn't cover very much. It did cover some of the major points, like the 3 ninjas getting kidnapped, Bulk and Skull looking after the teacher's little boy who the teacher was taken along with his 3 students. But other than that, there were no monster action or anything like that. And then basically, now getting back into it, Zed creates the monster, and then the Terra Blossom tells, after he comes to life, he says, "Be on the watch, Power Rangers. I'm about to give new meaning to the phrase, stop and smell the roses." Oh, man.
Hey, buddy. There's laundry in here.
Okay. Hold on.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'll just get out of here. Wait, let you finish.
Anyway, then the alarm in the command center goes off, and then the Rangers are wondering what that could be about now, and then Zordon explains to the Rangers that Lord Zed is trying to distract them from their mission to rescue their 3 their ninja friends and their teacher, and he's summoned a new monster called the Terra Blossom, and Zordon tells them that they have to basically go deal with the Terra Blossom monster first. So the Rangers morph to their Ranger forms in order to deal with the Terra Blossom, and they fight it a little bit, and then after that, the Terra Blossom makes a bit of a boast, where it tells them that once he finds a place to germinate his seeds, they won't be able to stop him. And then after that, basically, Tommy contacts Zordon on his communicator, and then basically Zordon tells Tommy that he's aware of the situation, but what concerns him the most is the monster's threat to basically reproduce itself. And basically, Tommy asks Zordon if the monster can really do that, and he says if he has a viable heat source, anything is possible. And then basically what happens is after that they go to the cave, and then basically after that then it goes to where then Zordon looks on the viewing globe, and then basically the Terra Blossom basically says that to keep the Rangers busy while I germinate my seeds, I'll conjure up the Hatchosaurus. So he basically brings the Hatchosaurus monster that the Rangers... Now this episode reintroduces the Hatchosaurus. Now remember when I did the previous season, I stated that a couple of the monsters from that season would be coming back. This was what I meant. Because in 3 instances in this series, in the second season, it does this. The first one was the video I did previously before the character bio video, which was about episode 21 of season 2, and then this is the second one. And then Rangers start fighting the Hatchosaurus after it's brought back, and then basically after that Zed throws his potion down to the Hatchosaurus and it makes it grow. And then the Hatchosaurus catches the potion, pops the top off him, like he pops the top off the monster and makes it explode, which makes him grow. And then the Rangers call their Zords. And then after that, basically what happens is they start fighting the Hatchosaurus and the Megazord. And then after that, when they keep whacking it a couple of times, the Hatchosaurus is like, "Now that's enough! I am not going to take this from you power brats again!" And then they manage to destroy the Hatchosaurus, but technically not fully, because if you guys remember, because of the thing, he's got Cardiatron, which is basically his computer. So as long as Cardiatron stays intact, the Hatchosaurus is indestructible in a sense. And then basically, what happens is after that, basically what happens after that is, after they destroy Hatchosaurus this time and they see that Cardiatron is bringing it back, Tommy tells Zordon that, Zordon tells Tommy that they gotta destroy Cardiatron, its computer, in order to destroy it completely. And then when Zed overhears that, he's like, "Oh no you don't, Zordon! Those ninjas are mine! I'll give my monster a little help putting itself back together!" So he basically fires an energy beam from his staff to help the Hatchosaurus reconstitute itself even faster. And then the Rangers deal with it in the Megazord, and they manage to destroy it permanently this time. And then after that, then they go to deal with the Terror Blossom. And then after the thing with the, then they start fighting. Then it goes into a scene where the Rangers ninja friends are, and basically, well, actually, the Rangers fight the Terror Blossom a little bit, and then after that, Zed makes the Terror Blossom monster grow. And then, this is gonna sound kind of funny, but when he makes it grow, first the Terror Blossom's like, "Ah, a present from Lord Zed!" And then he slams the potion down on the ground to make him grow, and then he's like, "That's the best fertilizer I've ever used!" Oh. Well, actually, that segment doesn't come into effect until after, near the end of the episode. It's, near the end of the 3-part episode. So, that doesn't, I don't think that comes into effect. Well, actually, I think it does. And then, basically, well, actually, yeah, that doesn't come into play until the next part. So, basically, the way I'm gonna end this video is, basically, what happens is, after that, it does a scene where Aisha's picking at the lock in order to get it open. And that's basically where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video when I post it, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys probably, because I'll probably post this later today, like in the evening or something. So when I post it later, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys probably next time for the final part of this 3-part video. And I'm sorry if this one is kind of a little short, but it's just because they don't actually defeat the Terror Blossom in this part, but they do defeat the Hatchosaurus. And so basically, aside from the monster being brought in and the Hatchosaurus coming back and being defeated permanently this time, nothing much really. Well, actually, before I end the video, I'm just gonna mention something here. I guess I should have mentioned it. Basically, Alpha is worrying about what the Terror Blossom said with the seed pods. And then, as I said, it does the thing where they're picking the lock in order to get it open. And then basically, that's where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video when I post it, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys probably, because I'm going to probably post this later today. And then when I post it later, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys next time for the next video. So until then, like I always tell you with this series, may the power protect you always.